Today, I got out of school at 11 o'clock because of a lockdown. Here's the story, check it out. Alright, today is 17th of February 2017. I'm still working on the video for a trip which I made. I don't think I told you about that. A trip from Atlanta to Birmingham and New Orleans and back to California. I'm still working on them, but that's another thing. Today, Friday, I got out of bed and I was like, oh my god, I don't want to go to school today. Honestly, that's how I am every single morning, but that's not the point. I just was like, it's raining, it's cold outside, and it's Friday. Why don't we just stay home? But we didn't. We had to go to school. We went into the car. We drove over our creek. It was kind of like starting to get flooded, and we knew that if it keeps raining the whole day, the creek will be flooded by the end of the day. So if we get home after school, the creek will definitely be flooded if it keeps raining. We drove to school and it was already sketchy for Dylan to drive because the road was like, the highway isn't prepared for that much water. It rained the whole night, and at 6 o'clock in the morning it was just so much water on that road. It's hydroglading or something like that called here, and he was very careful with that, but he was already sketched out a little bit. We went to the school. I had my like 0 period, 3 period, and then first class started. 30 minutes later, we got an announcement on the speaker that teachers are not allowed to let students out anymore. First announcement. The reason wasn't really clear, but we knew that it was about wind and the trees because our school is right next to the beach and we have some trees around the school. These trees are very tall and have a lot of place where your wind can hit them and make them fall. We hear it over the phone because we were in contact over Snapchat that other people's car got crashed, totally crashed. So that was the first announcement. People are not allowed to get out of the classroom anymore. It's a lockdown. They already said it's a lockdown. Don't get out of the classroom. If you have to go to the bathroom, talk to your teacher. He has to or she has to take you to the bathroom. You're not allowed to get out there anymore. We keep making the class. It was Spanish 2. Oh my god, it's super light here. It was Spanish 2, and it was quite funny. We had numbers and we were playing some game. But after a couple more minutes, electricity, we had no more power. From one of the other moment, power went out. That happens a couple times here in our house where I'm staying right now. That doesn't happen at all because we have our own solar system. It's out there. In school, power out, and that means school, like, you can't really work in class anymore. She didn't want to anymore because she wasn't sure what's gonna happen right now. And we got another announcement. Power is out. So is it in other little towns around here. So we gotta just wait until we know more. We started playing Monopoly on our table group. It was super funny. I lost, terrible. That was already a little bit sketchy because our school never had a lockdown in the past years. I don't know how many years it was, but the people I talked to, they go to this school for 3 years, have never had a lockdown. We were there sitting in that classroom, weren't allowed to get out, we had to wait, and 10 o'clock, 10:30, and we got another announcement that it's so dangerous that you're not allowed to drive away with your car. You're allowed to be picked up at the other parking lot. You can take a bus, which will be announced. So we waited. Keep playing our Monopoly game. I was already out. It was raining badly. It was very windy. And then we got another announcement that right now the bus riders can go, and people who have a car can go to their car carefully and drive home. My brother called me and he was like, Robin, we can go, meet me at the office. And then he called Ryan too, my other brother. And we drove home. We left classroom. And right before we left classroom, there came this guy. One of these people came into a room, one of the announcers. They came into our room and they told us what's gonna happen right now with the buses, if you get picked up or if you have your own car. And they were like, if you don't have any of these options, a bus, your own car, or you get a ride, then you have to wait here. So let's say you go to our school, you have a mom and a dad, and they're both working until late, like 4, and you have to wait for them. we're not allowed to get out of school. And there was this guy in our classroom. He was like, man, my mom is done with work at 3. It was 11 o'clock, and he has to wait around like 4 hours more unless he gets a ride. We went out of school. We drove down the highway to our house where we are right now. It was even worse on the highway because it was so much water that water was like that, at least like that. You just drove through it, and if you would have won a brake, it wouldn't work. And our creek, surprisingly, no, it was flooded like we expected it to be. I took off my shoes, put in my backpack, and we walked all the way up to our house. And now we're inside here. I went out a couple minutes before to look what damage we had on the property, because my host dad told me we had some trees which fell down, and one of these trees missed another house by that much. Like, honestly, it was just that much. It's crazy. I will give you some footage, I think, of how it looks right now, but it's really hard to film anything because it's so windy, it's so cold, and it's super rainy. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and it was my first lockdown ever in any high school. We never had that. We were always just practicing, but this today was kind of new for me, and yeah, that's it. I hope you liked it, and yeah, see you later. Alright, this is where it is outside. I don't want to open the window, too cold. There is the mountain. There here, back there are these trees. This one has this angle. I don't know if you can see it, but one of these trees has an angle, and he's about to fall too. And if we go to this window, we can open it. There you see our solar system. Back there is Mortal Bay, and right here you see these fields with plants. And if you look very carefully, or very good, you see that they're flooded. And if you live down there, you have all water all over your house. So you better don't live down there.